Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Put a collar. I don't know if that's gonna help or not. Whatever. Today's subject is how I went about purchasing a car and why I purchased the car I wanted to buy. Stop texting me. Anyway, so my car is about 3 years old now. Pretty much exactly 3 years old. I'm gonna take the damn battery out of this. Oh, okay. Just send the whole idea in a single text. Stop doing that. That's annoying. Nobody likes that. So, getting back to it. In 2017, I had, I believe it was a 2001 Hyundai Elantra. It had like 140,000 miles. It was actually a pretty good car. I ended up selling it for like $1,100. I was looking to buy a new car. I was being cheap about it because this is smart money and we know that cars aren't investments and they lose money. So what I ended up doing is I was gonna pick between like a Toyota Yaris, maybe a Honda Fit, maybe like a Hyundai, maybe like a Kia, maybe like a Nissan, the Nissan Versa. So those are the cars that were coming up to the top of my mind. What I ended up doing is I ended up dropping down to a Mitsubishi. I know out there in the internets they're saying, okay, auto shows are worthless, they're garbage. The only reason I even thought about Mitsubishi was because I had seen a tiny little Mitsubishi at the auto show the year before. So I ended up picking the Mitsubishi Mirage. I was looking around. I live in LA, everywhere in LA. There's only 2 Mitsubishi dealerships. I checked the dealerships for Nissan Versas. None of them were giving me a decent price. Even if I had a Nissan Versa that was like a 2018 that was new, they never sold it for whatever reason. They weren't giving me a good deal, so I'm like, I'm not gonna get that. So for Mitsubishi, I went over to Universal Mitsubishi. They were in Glendale and then they moved to Duarte. So I went to Duarte. Was negotiating on the car price. They were giving me a hard time. They didn't want to go below 10,500. When I went to them initially to let them know that I wanted to buy the car, I told them I have an offer for 9,220 at a different dealership, and I did. They had written that up for me. So they said, no, we're not going to lower the price. I said, okay, I'm walking. So I walked. $9,220. That was in Fort Collins, Colorado. Wow, I can't believe I just remembered that. I didn't put it in my notes. So I picked up the car there. We added $1,420, tax and registration, all of that. The original mileage on the car was about 150. I flew out there with my brother. I paid for both our tickets. I took an Uber from the airport to the dealership directly. That was $89.73. The airplane ticket, it was $39.40. We didn't take any luggage or anything. We just wore whatever we were gonna wear. It's 1,000 miles drive from Fort Collins, Colorado back to LA. So the airplane ticket, we took Spirit. It was $39.40 a seat. So like $80 for 2 of us. I filled up the tank 3 times from there back to LA. They gave me the car with a full tank. I didn't know how full the tank was, so I didn't quite exactly drive it all the way to empty before I filled up. I think we made it all the way out to Grand Junction, Colorado. That's on the border between Colorado and Utah on your way back to LA before I had to fill up. So that was good. Went over the mountainous passes in Colorado. Spent about $70 on the hotel. Spent about $20 on food. The hotel we stayed at had food, so we didn't have to eat. The grand total with me bringing the car from Colorado to here was $1,744.53. That's including the taxes and registration and everything. The absolute grand total of everything out the door, me having the car at home, ended up at $10,965.48. If I had purchased the car from Duarte, I would have ended up at $11,900. I saved about $1,000. That's what I call it. It was a fun trip. We stopped along the way. We had some food that was like, okay, good food. Like, we were treating it as a mini vacation, not as a inconvenience, not as a, oh my God, what do we have to do to get this car? No. I had gotten a quote that somebody would get that car from Colorado to LA. It was $450. That's roughly what I spent. I could have just had that car shipped, so I wanted to do the trip, so that's how I did it. All right, congratulations, you just got yourself into a $10,900 debt. Yeah, I could pay off the $1,100 from the sale of my last car, but I'd rather invest that money. After all, we're smart money here. I paid the car actually cash. Turns out that was the best deal. They wouldn't give me a better price even if I told them I wanted to finance, so I paid cash. They gave me a $750 rebate. That's already included in numbers. The numbers are the numbers. So once I got back, I got the car financed 100%. Originally, I took it to my credit union. Apparently, I liked them for whatever reason. They wouldn't give me a rate better than 4%, so I'm like, okay, fine, I'll take it. I had that for about a year, and then I refinanced to another credit union, which I also have an account with, and they gave me a 1.75. That's about $175 payment. I didn't add any time to it. 12 months had passed from a 60-month loan. Now I'm at a 48-month loan at 175. So that's fine. So how do you go about purchasing a car that you don't want to pay for? Well, pretty much as soon as I got it and I got it registered, it's California, you got to do smog and all that junk, even though it's a brand new car. So I went through all the hoops and hurdles. I got the car registered and signed up for Uber. Yeah, smart money. My objective with Uber is, okay, I want to get out of Uber my gas expense, my car payment, and my insurance payment. I told the insurance company I was going to be doing Uber. They said it's about $200 a month. My car payment's $195, $200, whatever. And then I started doing Uber. Let's go over Uber real quick. The first check I got from Uber, I purchased the car sometime in September. It took me a while to get everything squared away, financed and all that. Get the numbers for how much I'm going to have to make monthly payments and whatnot. With Uber, my first check came to $262.90, November 2017. And then I'm just going to read it off. $193.33, $392.58, $617, $63. That was December 11th, 2017. December 18, 2017, $531.15. December 25, $152.38. I don't think I did a lot of driving. And then January 1st, 2018, $556 and 49 cents. I was doing Uber, roughly trying to get that $200 a week up to, I'd say, the end of February. I got tired of Uber real quick. It didn't last very long. I didn't like it. When I started, I was getting a lot of jobs. I was getting a lot of bonuses. I was getting a lot of boosts and what's that called? When they give you that surcharge. Yeah, I was getting surcharge. Coming into March, I slowed down quite a bit because they're taking away the bonuses. They're taking away the surcharge mostly. I was just going after work, like maybe an hour, half an hour. If I got a ride, great. If I didn't, I don't care. I was going home. June 6, 2018 was the last day I got paid from Uber. I had earned $5,449.20. I had the whole thing here. I'm pretty sure you guys didn't want to sit through that, so I didn't want to go over that. Basically, if we take into account my expenses, roughly, let's say $50 to $70 a week in gas. 70 on the weeks that I did more Uber, less on the weeks that I did less. Let's see, I made roughly about $5,000 with Uber. My insurance payments and my car payments came out to $2,800 roughly. I spent about $1,250 in gas, $1,250. I got a free oil change. The first oil change is free with Mitsubishi, so that was cool. I did it at 5,000 miles. Tires are 1 cent a mile wear and tear. Throw brakes in with that. I don't use my brakes all that much. So I spent about $4,200. Oh my God, you didn't make any money doing Uber. That's not the way it works. I can write off literally everything. My cell phone bill is a write-off. It was used for business. Did I buy new pants? Did I buy new shoes? I purchased those so I can do Uber. Did I buy a new watch? Did I buy a car charger? And that's for Uber. It's all write-offs. I didn't make a penny doing Uber. But I was ending up putting up quite a bit of money into Robinhood. So for 7 months, I didn't have a car payment. For 7 months, I didn't pay for insurance. And that's how smart money purchases a car. I know the entire history of the car. I'm still making car payments on the car. The car payments are still $175 a month. The insurance has dropped quite a bit because I'm not doing Uber anymore. I just told them regular, and driving to work and back. I ended up putting about 10,000 miles on the car by the June of 2018. And in those 10,000 miles, I have to say I was driving to work and back. I think I was also doing some limo work. Yeah, I used to drive a limo. I would still drive a limo, but it's not a good time for limos right now. So in terms of taxes, I would report absolutely no profits. I think I reported that my business lost money. I don't remember if I bought shoes. I don't remember if I bought clothes. I think I did. I bought some shirts. I bought some pants. Yes, I would wear those to work for Uber and to regular work. But anyway, this was necessity items to operate my business. I wasn't going to be doing Uber naked, so it's a business expense. Yeah, I think that pretty much covers it. Basically, if you're going to buy a car, I didn't look at the Toyota Prius. I didn't look at the... Well, I did look at the Toyota Prius. The regular Toyota Prius was $22,000. I looked at the Toyota Prius C. That was like $18,000. We got a discount from work. You had to go through a special program. Whatever. It's all the same program. They were going to give me $18,000 for the Toyota Prius C. So would I rather spend the $10,900 out the door, or would I rather spend $18,000 plus tax, registration, and all the other fees to get basically a Toyota Prius C for $20,000? My Mitsubishi Mirage gets about 36, 37 miles a gallon. The Prius gets about 48, 49, 50. Let's call it 50. It's only 13 miles a gallon more than my car. I would have to drive my car over 200,000 miles in order for me to spend $20,000 in gas. Plus the entire expense of my car, oil changes, the whole 9 yards. It's important to understand why it's significant to know where your money is going. My car payment would have been more. Let's say my car payment, instead of being $200, it would have been maybe $300. That's $100 a month that I wouldn't be able to put into Robinhood. That's $100 a month I wouldn't be able to invest. I don't know if the insurance would be more or not. Maybe, probably. Let's call it the same. Doesn't matter. So for 7 months, I made good money, put it into Robinhood. And after that, I'm making my car payment, I'm making my insurance payment. And because I have already built a cushion in Robinhood, I'm able to use that money to grow it. Now my car loan is 1.75%, and I'm making, I don't know, definitely over 10% on Robinhood. Guys, like and subscribe. I don't know what to say. I was kind of hoping to make a kind of fun little video. Think about it. The Prius is a great car. Nothing bad to say about it, but it's not necessarily the best if you're going to be using that same funds in a smart money kind of way. That's pretty much where I have to stand. I'm not driving all that much right now because not really driving to work all the time. I've moved also. Anyway, I got a couple of fun stories about Uber. If you want me to get into it, I can get into it. But not really. That's also how I wanted to tie into the California law that says Uber drivers have to be employees. If you're an employee, you can't make all of your deductions. If you're an employee, you're not going to be able to enjoy all of the tax benefits. There's insane tax benefits if you're doing Uber. There's birds flying outside my window. That's what I'm looking at constantly. Coming back all the way around, I know I'm not supposed to really influence how you vote, but AB 5, Assembly Bill 5, that says Uber drivers have to be employees, that's wrong. That's a union-led decision. That's not supposed to be something that passes. And then Prop 22, if you vote yes on that, that means you're supporting independent contractors. If I was to do that Uber thing that I did, I would have never done it if I had to be an employee, because the wages that I earned wouldn't have worked in my favor. Honestly, I kind of wish I did Uber more, and I did report income from Uber because I was trying to buy a house. Well, I did buy a house in 2018. Anyway, because I wrote everything off, it didn't really help me out that much. Again, you got to balance it out. I was making enough money. I claimed enough money in other places where I was able to buy the property that I wanted. Looking for another property right now. See what comes of that. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.